and then we'll get into it. A little bit of change of plans last minute. I'll explain why in a second. Just gonna quickly update the YouTube as well because YouTube never changes the title. And it's okay. It still says like a Gauntlet or whatever we're doing, but I'll change it to Severance Gauntlet because we did the other one last time. We finished Genichiro, so now we have to do the Severance Gauntlet, and it's gonna start with practice before we actually get into it. Uh, YouTube never changes. Just a sec. We're just gonna change title really quick, and then we'll get right into it. So, in short, we'll practice on like a few bosses. We'll get Guardian Ape down today. Then we'll work on Owl is next, I think, something like that. Like we did last time. We'll practice a little bit before we get into it, just because I sort of want to get them like down pat. Alternatively, if you guys are bored of this, we can do New Game Plus as well for today. But I'll explain in a second why we're not playing Batman just yet. But to be fair, I decided to do Sekiro today because I figured you guys would be happier with it. Um, just a sec, though, boys. Just gonna open up the YouTube so I don't miss any chat, and then we'll get into it. Okay. Hey, typically incorrect. Great to see you. So we are playing. I was gonna play Batman today. We're gonna start a new game, but the reason why I'm playing Sekiro is I'm running late, and then I also on Friday got a call that I was able to get squeezed into like a specialist appointment I've been waiting for a long time, and that's unfortunately on Thursday, and I couldn't decide on what day. Like it was someone canceled, so they gave me the opportunity to take it. So I'm just like, I'll take it. Like I can't. I would have been waiting months otherwise. So unfortunately, I am gonna miss Thursday. I'm gonna try to make it up, either Wednesday or Friday. I can't promise anything yet. I'm gonna have to see. But because of that, because we're starting late today, I'm like, these guys probably prefer Sekiro over everything else. So we'll do a Sekiro stream today. We'll do the Gauntlet of Strength. I feel like it's more fun than Batman. Just sort of to make up for like the fact that unfortunately we missed Thursday. I ran a little bit late today, so I thought it'd be fun anyways, you know. I just want to tell you guys. I want to, because it's not. I didn't want to just spring it on you last minute. So because I know so much in advance, I just figured why not like give you a heads up now. But we'll try to make it up if we can. Like ideally, I'd love to. So okay. Before we get into the Gauntlet of Strength, first we're just gonna practice the Guardian Ape. 'Cause that's the first one. I don't even remember what the. So it goes Guardian Ape, Owl, True Monk. He's not too bad. Genichiro's not too bad. That's probably the last boss. Ishin, I would imagine, right? Uh. Oh shit. Okay. Fair. So we don't have to play this. We can play Batman if you'd like. I thought this would just be fun, like this, because I haven't done this gauntlet yet. But if you want Batman, we can do Batman too. I'm happy. I'm happy to do Batman. I just unfortunately because today we missed like an hour. I want to start at 2 o'clock. It's already 3. But I'm down for whatever, honestly. I thought you guys were so like such Sekiro fans that like everything by comparison wasn't as like exciting. And I love it too, honestly. But I'm happy to do whatever. So I can swap out of this in a second. Well, why don't we give it one attempt, and then we'll swap out of it. Did you guys ever feed the giant carp, by the way? Oh, I get what you mean. Okay, fair. I'm looking very forward to Batman. Maybe, you know what, maybe I'll see what, like, Tuesday we'll definitely do Batman. Because I definitely have nothing that day, so we'll be able to go a little bit earlier and do at least, like, 4 hours. We're starting with Arkham Asylum. I was able to grab the whole series for, like, all 4 games I think I got for, like, around $10. There was, like, $2 or $3 for most of them. One was, like, $5. So I grabbed the whole thing, and I figured it'd be fun to play in order. Full transparency, I did play a few of them, not all of them. Yeah, I think I remember what you're talking about. So I didn't play Arkham Origins. I think I played Arkham City, and I played Arkham Asylum when it first came out. But the graphics weren't great. I think it was on like a PlayStation 2 or something. Was it PlayStation 3? I think it was PlayStation 2. It's been out for a while, but this is a remastered version, I think. It's a Game of the Year edition or something. It probably looks a lot prettier on a PC than it did on my shitty TV at the time. Vanilla, it's wonderful to see you. But I think the Batman games they're brilliantly done. I'm a big fan of like the voice work, and just the games themselves are just like I'm a big Batman fan, so I think it's a love letter to like the series, especially the animated series. Do we not have we don't have any battle memories? We must have used it. Okay. That and Knight. Oh, yeah, Arkham Knight. Yeah, I don't think I've played Arkham Knight. I can't remember. They're all blending together now. But they look like a blast, and they probably are much better on PC than they were on my like shitty console and television at the time. Definitely Dark Souls 3's on the list. Definitely. The problem is, like, a lot of these games are pretty expensive. So I'm just... if they go on sale for, like, a reasonable price, then I can grab them. Otherwise, like, I have to be a little bit careful with, like, my spending habits. So that's why... Like, the next thing I was hoping to grab was Night Rain. I figured that would be fun, because I figured we would play together. But, Dark Souls is definitely on the list. Bloodborne, if it ever comes out on PC, would be crazy. That one looks like one of my... Oh, I did not mean to do that. It's off to a good start. Bloodborne looks like the best in the whole, like, FromSoft series, other than this one. Just looks like a lot of fun, Bloodborne. Oh, jump. Get out, we're dead, we're dead. Oh, we're not dead, I thought we were dead. Lies of P is another one. Black Myth Wukong. I saw Black Myth Wukong was on sale recently. But it was still like it was still like $70 or so. So I'm like, shit, at that price, I feel like Night Rain has more playability than Black Myth Wukong. Especially with like playing with you guys, I feel like it'd be more fun. Have you guys played Black Myth Wukong? I've heard amazing things. Damn. Guardian Ape is so annoying. It's such a tough fight. But thank God you can like rest in between. That's really nice. And this isn't even the this isn't even the Gauntlet yet. I just want to sort of get this fight down pat before I die and have to reset the whole thing. Although he is technically the first, so it doesn't really matter. I guess we could just... I guess I could just do the Gauntlet starting with Guardian Ape. Because... if we get it, we get it. Then we just move past him anyways. Then we just practice Owl. Jump. I should use the overhead slash. I feel like the overhead slash would be better because it doesn't use any of the those coins or whatever you call them. Jump. Never jump on his head though. Well, that's phase 1. That's pretty good phase 1. I mean, we got hit a lot, we screwed up, but now we can practice phase 2. We do have the oh, it still is $47.99 from 60. Oh wow, so I think it's cheaper in the States. Like the Canadian dollar's not great. I think it's like $80 for us. Like 70 something after tax. It's gonna be like 80 something dollars for us. Yeah, and Night Rain is much cheaper. Oh wow, that's sick. Oh, sorry, I was gonna do this. Oh, that's that. Shit. Okay, I thought that was a scream. I was doing a scream. Screwed that up. Damn, we wasted one. That's a scream. Okay. Damn, I'm screwing this up. There's a scream. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna see what you said, 1 sec. It's hard to parry him, because he... And boom. And then he drops, then you hit him with that. You pull out the parasite, or not. Okay. Okay, get away. Guardian Ape's not too bad once you learn to fight. It's a crazy, it's a very sporadic feeling fight, but... No. Ichimonji, that's what I was trying to do. I think like Ichimonji would be safer, but... I was gonna do a scream again? No. Double slam, triple slam, Jesus. Oh. Kelf, thank you, dude. That's very kind. It's very nice to see you, Kelf. That's very, very kind. You gave me your prime sub of everyone? Thanks, man. That's very, very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, though. Oh, it's a big scream. How are you? I thought you were camping right now. I didn't see you online this today. I'm screwing up this centipede, clearly. I'm not doing it right. Oh, big scream. I gotta figure out the centipede mechanics. I'm doing it too close to him maybe or something. That's where you would do it, but... Alright, so this is why... Well, we'll try the Gauntlet anyways, because we've got phase 2. I could do without... Oh, get away. One second, see what he said. Yeah, I guess you gotta... That's when he falls down, that's when you centipede him. Or not, I must have missed. Okay, I don't know, man. I'll take the death. Hold on, you guys were to lock. Okay, hold on. We could just take the death, we'll just die here. Give it a second, I'll read what you guys said. I didn't realize we had a res. Okay. There it is, now it worked. Now the centipede worked. Get away. Oh, I don't have any more to protect myself. Shit. I don't have the flask thing either to abolish the... Oh, we can't do anymore. Shit, I'm gonna have to fight him like the old-fashioned way. Parrying. Okay, is he gonna do a scream? Yep. Or not. That's his jump, okay. That's a scream. Gonna have to raise his posture because I ran out of things, unfortunately. Jesus. It's so hard to tell with this guy when he's gonna hit you or not. It's so strange. It's such a strange fight. Alright, that's it. Oh, Knight is the newest one. Okay, I don't think I played Knight then. Are you saying Dark Souls 3 is on sale? Right, you did. Yeah, I forget. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. You're absolutely right. We did talk about it last time. I'm responding to late messages now. Beat the final boss this morning for Night Rain to about 57 hours. Jesus. The enhanced boss I haven't beaten yet. Cool. I didn't know there's skins and stuff like that. That's really sick. Wow, still a lot of replay value with Night Rain. That's amazing. Oh, our dollar is climbing. I'm happy to hear that. That's amazing, Kels. It seems that the game's gonna turn into a live service the way they keep shadow dropping new bosses and updates. Oh, but not like battle passes. They're just giving new content constantly. That's what you mean, right? Like generally, I don't think FromSoft has ever done a battle pass kind of thing. Wow, that's amazing. So Night Rain definitely seems worth it of the 3 games that I was mentioning. Oh, power is out. That is crazy. I'm so sorry, man. You went camping and the power goes out. That really, really sucks. The weather's been a little bit crazy here as well. We're expecting... It was super high humidity. It's like 100 and... I don't know, 15, 20 degrees with the humidity or something right now. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like it's never been this hot. We have a heat warning, and supposedly it's supposed to downpour. Winds have been crazy. I was sort of sketched out for the internet. It seemed a little bit spotty earlier, but it seems better now. But when the rain starts, who knows? I didn't realize there's a whole thing going on the East Coast, supposedly, with, like, just crazy winds and lots of rain. I don't know why, but maybe it's because of the fires. I don't know. All right, we'll try the Gauntlet. If Guardian Ape is first anyways, and we don't get it, then it doesn't matter. We may as well practice in the Gauntlet, because if we get it, at least we move on to the next Gauntlet. And then if we resets, it resets. That's very nice. That's nice you get to see him at least. At least he turned like an otherwise, less than ideal experience into a nicer day. You made a lemons out of lemonade. How long is it to get to the campsite and back? Jump. He got me. That's not good. That's not a good way to start the Gauntlet. Jump on his back, can we? Yep. Jump. Get out of the way. Jump. 9. Yeah, I can do this. We'll switch this up with Ichimonji. I feel like it's better. Because it doesn't use the coins. Wow, huge. Jump. No, I jumped into his hand. Damn. Is that death? That's death, I think. Yeah. Joe, an hour away is not horrible, at least, so that's not too bad. Okay. Jump. Oh, he jumped in his hand the wrong way. Man, this is why I stink at Guardian Ape. He's tough. He's tough to read. Owl, hopefully will be easier. I sort of remember that fight a little bit better. Should stagger him soon. I'm hoping there's a stagger. Jump. I got stuck in that. Yeah, I did the double Ichimonji, which fucked me, and that's death, I think. Got greedy. That's my fault. Got greedy, boys. Thank you for the prime, though, Kelf. That's very kind of you. Do the iced coffee. Addict, right? Oh, I love Elden Ring. Like, it's definitely worth it. And especially if it's an opportunity, like, if not, no pressure to you guys, but if you guys ever want to play, I feel like it'd be great. It's sort of my justification for, like, buying it. It's like, well, you know, it's good for the stream because people want to play it as well, and it's fun to play with people on stream, and it's more content, and blah, 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 blah. But honestly, even if I wasn't streaming, it looks like so much fun. It looks like almost like a new DLC for Elden Ring in a sense, with less, like, travel in between, I guess. It's just, like, the best part of Elden Ring, in my opinion, is the boss fights, and correct me if I'm wrong, is it mostly boss fights? Or is it a lot of ads, too? Elden Ring, like, or all these games that I've played so far, the FromSoft games, like, the best parts are the boss fights. And the exploration, but the boss fight's the best part. That was a little bit better, that was lucky, but... Ichimonji's not bad, I just gotta be careful when I do it, because it is a long one, by comparison. Ooh, almost got hit by that. Jump. Shit. Yeah, I gotta be careful using it then. Only when you get staggered, I think you gotta use it. Other than that, we'll just... Okay, we'll heal. We have a lot to heal. You don't really need to heal much in Phase 2. It's much easier to read them, I find, than Phase 1. Oh, you know what? I could be using a powerful candy, too, technically. Forgot about that, because I think you can use them without losing them in this mode. So I should just be doing that, really. This one, right? Yes, attack power. I think that'd be helpful, especially for Phase 1. Oh, he got me. I thought I jumped out of that. Damn, man. Okay, we're gonna heal up really quick. Okay, we're gonna keep a distance for a second. There, he's on his ass. He's gonna do his temper tantrum. Okay, now let's get in there. Get out. Shit. Jump. Oh, I jumped in his hand. I think that's death. That's probably a res, though, right? Yeah, it's a res. No, I love Elden Ring. I mean, I would love to. It just... I sort of ran out of things to do in Elden Ring. That's sort of why I'm looking to play, like, another build, just because... I love the game so much, but, like, I don't know, I've done Samurai so many times that I want to find a new way to play the game and a new way to challenge myself a little bit. I know you could do, like, naked Elden, you could go in with just, like, a sword, or, but at least Elden Ring offers, like, RPG elements, I guess if that's the word, where you can do different classes and stuff. So, like, Night Rain feels like an expedited Elden Ring in a sense, I guess. Right? Because it is just a bunch of mini-bosses. I didn't look too much into it. Like, that's because I thought it'd be exciting to, like, just sort of see it for the first time. I saw a few trailers for, like, all the different classes. What is cool, what I suck about Elden Ring, and I don't know if most people are like this, it's, I generally look up a little bit of a guide. Like, the first time I played, at least, because I didn't understand, like, what build works, like, stat priority. Now I just understand, like, throw a bunch to Vigor, throw a bunch of Dex, like, run, bleed, build. That's, like, that works pretty well. But it seems like Night Rain, from my understanding, is a little bit more, what's the word? They put you more in a box. If you pick one of the classes, like, they have a purpose. So you don't have to, like, because Elden Ring is so you could have, like, a bow and, like, spellcasting at the same time, and maybe the bow's not very good because most of your points are in, like, intellect. But it seems like if you pick a class, sort of like World of Warcraft or other games like that, I guess, your class has more of a purpose. So it sort of like forces you in a direction to a degree, versus Elden Ring, which is just like a blank canvas to just paint whatever the hell you want. That was a very long-winded way, I guess, to say that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not like that. It's just it appeared like when you pick a class, it sort of has a purpose. Like maybe one is a tank or one is a caster, one is like an archer. It looked like. I'll get out of that. Yikes. Get out. Jump. Oh, I got stuck. Yeah, too slow. I think there's at least two people that currently have it, so I think it'd be fun to play on stream, assuming we could all make it at the same time. I can't believe that they made it 3-player or 1-player, not 2-player. I don't understand that. That is, I don't know how they ran it by so many people and not a single person's like, maybe people would prefer 2-player? That's the craziest decision. I just still don't understand that. Unless, like, it'll come later in a later patch, but still, like, why would you not have that at release? It seems like such a selling point. Like, most people, I would imagine, play with just one other friend, not, like, 2 friends. Bryce, I feel like I've mentioned this before, but, we play Baldur's Gate, a bunch of us, and it's, like, 5 of us, usually, and it is so hard to coordinate. Usually I'm, unfortunately, the one that can't make it, but sometimes other people can't as well. Things come up, like, it's just, when you guys are adults, you know, it's hard to, the more people you have, the harder it is to coordinate, and it's a lot harder to do. Getting 2 people together, I feel like, is you have like maybe a 50% chance of both you guys being available at the same time. But once you go higher and it's like 3%, I feel like it's a 25% chance to coordinate all 3 people having the same schedule, where you can all play regularly, maybe once in a while, but even on weekends. Like, you know, we have like things we got to do, so it's maybe for kids in school with less responsibilities, it's a little bit easier. But I would imagine the Elden Ring player base is a little bit older than that, so that's why I'm just shocked that like. They didn't consider 2 players probably being the most popular choice. And if the game's balanced around solo, I jumped in his hand, then I don't see why they couldn't balance 2 players. Unless I'm missing something. Boom. Again, quick. Missed him. Run, 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 run. Okay. Oh. Don't throw shit at me. Okay. It's pretty good so far, actually. Get away. Jump. Should get staggered soon, I hope. Perfect. Oh, huge. Couldn't hit him again, though. That sucks. He's so close. Try to hit him again. That's an opportunity. There you go, phase 1. That's phase 1. So we got Guardian 8 phase 1. Now phase 2 should not be as bad, I'm hoping. We'll swap this out, this lilac, for the run. Do this. Use our candy in a second when he comes up. Oh, it would have been even easier to balance. Oh, you refunded it. Fair. That's fair. Oh. Gonna do this. Okay. Okay, there you go. Get away, get away, 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 away. Shit. Okay, not bad. Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, get away. Okay. Oh my god, again? Bro, come on. We've gotten a lot better at Guardian Ape. It's crazy. Oh shit. Fuck that up. That was the wrong thing. That was dumb. Again, the vomiting or the screaming. Should be it. And we'll get with the owl in a sec. That's exciting. Okay. Not me to do that. That was dumb. Get away. Screaming? Yep. At least he doesn't lose his thing, that's nice. He's gonna do screaming? There you go, Guardian 8. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. It's so obnoxious, boys. So obnoxious. But we got it. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So I'm hoping Owl will be the same thing. Nice. Now we do Owl. Now we try Owl. Would have been easier to balance it for 2 players. Yeah, I think, honestly, like... It sort of seems has a WoW thumbnail. What? Are we live on YouTube right now? That's so strange. God, YouTube is so strange, man. That's bizarre. Does it show 2 lives? It's done that before, and I don't know why it does that sometimes. One says upcoming with a WoW thumbnail, and then one is showing live right now. This is like the 2nd or 3rd time it's done this, and I don't understand. Like, YouTube is so strange. It's such a strange... with OBS. God, thank you for letting me know. I'm not sure how to change it. Good God, man. Okay, so maybe I'll put on the tinfoil hat. But it's probably an Elden Ring reference there I could use. It's funnier. But I'll put on the tinfoil hat. Maybe FromSoft is like, the game will already be a hit because people love Elden Ring. So if we release it with 3-player and 1-player, people will ask for 2-player, and we won't do it yet. And we'll already still sell like 12 million copies in like 20 hours or whatever it is. And then, as we get a dip in sales, like a band's encore will introduce 2 players. And that gives us a second big bump for the people that either returned it or weren't interested because they couldn't play 2 players. So we'll first capture the first audience, and then we'll capture the second audience. Maybe that's super Alex Jonesy tinfoil hat. But maybe it works as a strategy as well. I'm not happy about it. And you're like, why not just capture all of them at once? I agree. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know how, and again, I'm talking out of my ass, maybe, like, it was close to the end of a quarter, and then if they do it after that quarter ends, in the next quarter, it'll, like, pad the numbers a little bit better for the second quarter or third quarter or whatever the hell it is. But I don't know. Again, I'm talking out of my ass. I could be like way off. Maybe it doesn't work like that. I'm not too sure. But that I don't know any other justification, like, for it to run past so many people and everyone to say, like, yeah, they're probably going to be happy that they can't play with one other friend. They have to either have 3 friends or play by themselves. There's a DLC for Night Rain? Oh my god, man. That's crazy. I gotta give credit to these guys, like FromSoft, I mean. They really seem to care about their audience. Other than this issue, like, little issue with, like, it's a pretty big issue. I'll say it's a big glaring issue, the 2-player thing. But for the most part, like, they produce a lot of quality work, and a lot faster than Rockstar does. And honestly, I like it better, but, I mean, I don't know. I'm shocked that Sekiro never got an update, or a DLC. I feel like this game would have, like, been so popular to have a DLC, but do we know when the DLC is coming out? Like, is it like around like Christmas time or New Year's or something? I feel like people release games either in the summer or like around the holidays because like people are very likely to. I gotta get away from that wall, man. Jesus Christ, Owl. Are you kidding? This is insane. Missed that. That sucks. Screw that up. Shit. Shit. They just mentioned fourth quarter. Wow. Does Night Rain have a story at all, or not really? I don't remember this owl as much as Father Owl. I remember Father Owl more than this one now. Jesus. Oof. Can't heal either. Oh, yeah, I couldn't heal. That was my fault. Damn, gotta reset the gauntlet. Alright, we'll practice Owl now. Guardian AP got down. We'll practice Owl. Just mentioned fourth quarter. Cool, cool. Have you guys... I think I may have asked this. Have you guys ever fed the carp? I got the achievement for feeding the carp. I didn't really know what the significance was with that, but it was just an interesting thing to do. This is the owl, I think, right? Yeah, we'll start with owl. It's like, I guess you get an achievement for it, but I don't think there's much of a... Oh, no, I lied. I forgot. If you do the quest, you get, you can upgrade the last prosthetic. Shit, I gotta move. That was... God, I gotta get him out of the corner. It's... No one puts Owl in the corner. Oh, get out. It's weird to think, like, how slow-paced the fight is now by comparison to, like, what it was. I was so, like, panicky before, and now it's, like, a lot easier. It feels so slow. Especially compared to Father Owl or whatever. Yeah, Father Owl, I think it was. I gotta get out of that. That's gonna fuck me. Yep, that fucked me, and now I can't heal. Damn. Oh, wait, I forgot. Owl... I forgot. You gotta get him to half health first before he starts gaining stagger meter, right? I forgot about that. Shit, alright. I think that's what it was. I forgot that was like a mechanic. GG. I mean, if you I was doing this sort of for you guys. If you guys prefer Batman, we can swap over to Batman in a second. Like, I just thought it was a bit of a shorter stream because I was late to show up today, so I thought we could just do it Tuesday. I figured this would be more exciting for you guys because you guys like Sekiro, but I'm happy to swap over if that's what you guys would prefer. Or we could also do New Game Plus too. I didn't know if the Gauntlet would be more exciting or New Game Plus. But I mean, I'm happy to play this too, but I love both of them, honestly. Something that I was thinking the other day is I'm sad it's over. That's why I'm like, I can't believe they didn't do a DLC. Because, like, you can only play the game for the first time once. It's just not the same after that. Oh, I forgot about the firecracker combo. That was new. Ooh, yeah, he's a dumbass. So that's all. Same thing with Elden Ring. Like, Elden Ring, it's a struggle until you play it once. And then the second or third time you play it, maybe you still struggle a little bit. But it's just... Once it's like baked into your brain, I say that as I'm dying, but it's just, I guess the panic that you feel the first time you play just isn't there anymore. Like I said, like even this owl fight was so intense, and now Yeah, I'm dying, but like I'm like, oh right, I forgot about that mechanic. Okay, we'll just be mindful of that. It's just you go in such a different energy, and at least for me, the panicked energy, while maybe it doesn't help you in the fight, it certainly makes it more exciting. It's like so high octane. I thought I sidestepped that enough. Oop. Right, we gotta get his health to half. Got greedy. Just twice, not more than twice. Okay. Get away from that. There we go. I should use the other one, may as well. I don't really use any of those. Oh, get away. Oh god, I'm slow there, I guess. I thought I was avoiding that, but I guess not. Gotta sidestep a lot more than I was doing. But he missed me there. There. Yeah, that Ichimonji I think is too slow and you get stuck in it. I think the other one's better. Even though the other one uses things, I'm not really using it for anything. It doesn't work. Fuck. Okay, I spoke to someone yesterday about that. I'm gonna try something else. So this is the integrated... Hey, Stan, it's great to see you. The TTS was integrated to Twitch. And I didn't even know Twitch had an integrated one. I wanted to try that before I tried a third-party one. I tried it one time when it was offline and it didn't work, and I wasn't sure if it's because I was offline or because it just sucks. So you tried it and it has not worked. It should be set up correctly, but I spoke to someone yesterday that has TTS with all kinds of fun voices, and I haven't set it up yet, but by next stream it should be set up. It's called TTS Monster. It's like a plugin for Twitch, and you can use channel points to redeem, and I believe if you can put in like parentheses or something a voice, and you can make it talk like all kinds of different voices. Kermit the Frog, demons, just the OG Brian. So it'll be a better experience anyways. The Twitch is just Brian, but the TTS Monster seems to work a lot better. Like, I don't know. I don't know why the Twitch one's not working. I followed a guide, like even their guide. They have a guide on it, and I did everything it said, and all the integration as far as like notifications popping up with Twitch seems to not work as well with OBS as Stream Elements does. So I started the first time I did it through Twitch, and it was all wonky. So I just stopped doing it. Now I do it through OBS, and it seems to be working okay. So I apologize for that, but by next stream it should be working, up and working. And Jesus, is there a way to refund you points? I can look into that after, because you just wasted 220 points. It's not fair. We did add a few extra emotes though, silly emotes, but Batman emotes. I thought I'd be playing Batman today. I didn't think I'd be this late. I'm gonna get burned by that. Oh, I didn't. Oh, you know what? Let's swap this out for this one. Oh, we have Sakura Dance too. I forgot about Sakura Dance. Let's try that. That'd be fun. I don't know how long that animation is though. That's worth it. It might be too slow. What's the opening for this guy that it would be safe? Like this, right? Then you'd Sakura Dance? I like it better because it's a lot faster. That's much better than the Ichimonji. You're in and out quick. Oh. Forgot about that. I'll see if there's a way to refund your points. I'm sorry, man. Damn, he got me in that. How's your day today? Okay. Still, if I can, though, I will. How's your day, Stand on Head? Wow, you can do that in the air. Huh? That's crazy. I didn't know you could parry in the air with that dance. That's crazy, dude. That's a really good ability. I see why Genichiro uses it so much. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Double? Bro, double? Jesus, man. Oh. Am I not aggressive enough? This feels like it's taking a really long time. Am I crazy? Is the fight just this long, or am I doing something wrong? Jesus. Got stuck in that because of that dance. Oh, I didn't realize that was using the points. Oh shit, I thought I didn't use points that one. Oh damn. Alright, fair.
Wait, please.
Your day is annoying. Oh no. Sorry, give me 1 sec. I'll Bro. What about the poison? Oh. Jeez, I gotta remember phase 2. It's been so long since I've done this fight. Not really, but I've done other fights since then. It's just lost in my memory now. That's a grip? Alright, that's death. 2 hard drives set up. Just like that. 10 years later, one of the drives died. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know how to fix a hard drive that dies? But you said it lasted 10 years. Did I read that right? That's crazy. That's really long for a hard drive, isn't it? Holy moly. I feel like if anyone knew how to fix hard drives, it'd be you and Torin, honestly. Can't do it again, so I should switch to the other one, because the other one you can use without the points. This one you can use without the points. And it feels like it does more damage too. Feels like it does way more damage. Oh, that's that one. Okay, alright. Ouch. Ouch, I'm gonna get stuck in that. Or not, thank God. Heal up quickly. We might be able to get him if we can raise his stagger before we lose it too fast. Huge. That'll raise the stagger a little more. Oh, it's poison. Shit. And we're gonna get his health before we get his freaking... That's GG. Can't really complain about it lasting 10 years. That is insane. Wow. So, if you lose a hard drive, do you lose everything on it? Oh, that's wonderful. I was just about to ask. Holy. I should back my stuff up. I have a few hard drives and I don't have it saved anywhere else, and I know that's like a cardinal rule you should never do. So I really should try to fix that. I guess you save it on like a cloud or something, right? That's what you would do in that case. So raid 1, is that a program? I didn't realize. Is that something you run on the computer? How did I screw that up? Oh, that was, yes. Okay, we're resetting that. That was dog shit. Excuse me. Oh, for sure. I mean, all tech fails eventually. I figured. I just got to. I got to do something. I got to figure it out. And honestly, some of it is full. I could probably empty it out too, but I feel like I should save it somewhere else so I back up. Yeah, I feel like even eventually the cloud dies, but.
Enough talk.
Oh. This guy reminds me of Reinhardt with his voice. Oh, again, huh? Twice. I could punish that, I guess. That's the punish, and I took too slow. It's too slow. What a waste. Oh, punish. Shit. Oh, I ran into that like an idiot. Let's heal up. Oh. Didn't expect that. Alright. I gotta stop attacking. I'm getting greedy. I gotta stop attacking. Just parry. Parry and wait for an opening. Seems like safer than this. This is nonsense. Yeah, I'm stupid. It's because I got greedy. Oh, I could heal. I should have done that far away, not... Oh. That phase 1? Almost. Oh. There, phase 1. Not bad. So we're getting phase 1 down pretty good. We'll practice phase 2, and then we can try the Gauntlet. I gotta try Owl Father, technically, I guess, right? We should do all the Gauntlets before we do the Gauntlets, I guess. Practice Owl Father, but... The Monk isn't too bad. Am I using these candies? Nope. So I learned something today. The candies they reset. You don't actually use them when you're in the memories. So that's good to know. So you can have a lot of fun just going crazy with this shit. That was greedy, but we got lucky there, man. I'll get out of that. A little bit slow there. I just fought into the poison. That was really dumb. I gotta get out of that corner. That's a problem. Jesus. Nice. Moving pretty quick, actually, this phase. We're moving phase 2 much faster. That's lucky. They did that twice in a row. Are you kidding? That's 2 punish windows, one after another. This keeps the stagger high. Oh, I should have gotten out of that. That was dumb. Oh. Again, huh? So we got Owl, I think. Does this seem like we mostly got Owl as long as I don't make mistakes? What do you guys think? So we should move on to the next one, I think. So we got Guardian Ape, I think. I think we got Owl. We can try Father Owl now, see how we do it there. Okay. We'll rest. We got lucky with him being greedy with the flips, but we'll try our Owl Father. The true monk doesn't seem too bad. We can try the monk, I guess. Raid has various levels. The specific level determines the amount of protection. Data centers use raid to protect against... Oh, cool. I figured, like, there must be some kind of protection that data centers have, because I feel like it's not just me storing pictures of my cat, but, like, actually important stuff. And I can't imagine what would happen if they were to lose some of that information. Oh. Oh, that was Makiri. Okay. I did see today, though, I believe, was it Congress? I think one of the congressmen, I think, was he was grilling 23andMe, because I think they're selling it now, and the guy's like, you guys have a sketchy business practices as far as selling data, and like the way you guys were sort of lied about what removing the data when people say they want their data back or they want it deleted, like they can't know for sure, and how long does it take, and supposedly what's happening is they went bankrupt, I think, something along those lines, and the CEO, I thought it was the CEO, couldn't really answer the questions that he was grilling them on. And it seemed like a bit of a clown fiesta. I didn't look too deep into it. I just saw a little bit of the interview, or not interview, I guess the hearing, is that the right word? Oh, I jumped into that. That would have been a Kiri. It would have gotten phase 2. But, yeah, to be fair, I think everyone that's signed up sort of had an idea that at some point they'd probably try to sell your data with 23andMe. Like, they're not just doing it out of the goodness of their heart, right? I feel like the whole idea of 23andMe, the benefit to the consumer is you get to find out, like, I guess, your genetics or something, but I think most people probably understood that it was creating a database of, I guess, the information that you provide to them, probably to sell to pharmaceutical companies, if I were to guess. I could be wrong, but that was sort of always my assumption. Sort of like Facebook. Heresy, pictures of your... look, that's what I'm mostly talking about. I'm talking about pictures of my cat. I'm talking about, like, if I lost my pictures of my cat, I'd be devastated. That's why I sort of want to back it up. It's the most important stuff I have. Like, a lot of my writing stuff as well, but mostly pictures of my cat. Yeah, I think it was a paid service, and I think they went bankrupt or something recently. And the guy was asking, like, what happens if I say I want my data back or I want it wiped from the servers? The guy's like, well, then you just wipe it. You just delete your account. And he showed, like, when you delete your account, or when you delete your data or something, quote unquote, you can't. It also wipes your account or something. You can't get back in to even check if it's deleted. So you just have to take their word for it. And then he asked, how long does it take to delete? He's like, generally it's pretty quick, but it could take up to 30 days. And there's a few other questions he asked, which seemed like reasonable questions. And they were very evasive, the way they answered. And I think the issue he had was they weren't directly upfront with the fact that eventually they'd probably sell the data to other people, sort of like Facebook does. And I think that was more the issue. I think even if it was in the terms of service at the beginning, maybe it wouldn't have been as big of an issue. But I think they never mentioned it before, and now they're just doing it now that they've run out of money or they went bankrupt or whatever. But I'm not too sure. If the consumer's paying for the service, I don't think they should expect their data also being sold. I agree. I absolutely agree. And he was not happy about it. This congressman, I don't know his name, but he was brilliant at grilling the guy. He was really doing a great job. And he seemed like, regardless of what side he was on, whether he was like a Democratic or Republican, I think he was probably Republican, because I think he was Missouri or something, which I would guess is like Republican or something, but he just seemed to care about all people, which was nice. He seemed like a genuine politician that just actually cared about the betterment of, like, everyone that was burned by this. And it seems like I don't see why it wouldn't be a class action lawsuit. I feel like some lawyer could probably win that case pretty easy. That people paid for the service and now you're just giving away data. Like I don't know. I don't know what the point of paying. If it was free, maybe that's the bonus of it being free. Is that like, well, we can sell your data. So you sign up for free. There's no cost to you. You get free information, but then we make money by selling your data. But like you said, if you're paying for it, like you'd think you'd pay for the right to protection at least. But I don't know. And there's got to be laws in the United States. I mean, it seems like there's better laws in the States than there is in Canada for like protection and stuff like that. I mean, for like data protection and stuff. It seems like, but. I would not be surprised if some kind of legal action is taken, probably. You know, lawyers smell blood in the water with this kind of stuff, and they're like, it's a big payday for them. I just think it's interesting, like, we've never really dealt with, like, this level of, tech and government, I guess. It's because it's so much more new, I guess, because like tech has been so integrated in our lives that like it's opening all these interesting conversations for like what they should have a right to get away with, what they shouldn't have a right to get away with. And it feels like at times they sort of test the waters and just see like how far can we take it before we get a slap on the wrist. I don't know. It seems like Amazon and Facebook are probably some of the worst. For that. Did not mean to use that. I gotta be careful because I gotta use it for the centipede in phase 3. I don't really like. I'm not too concerned. I'm not losing sleep over it. Truth be told, I just think it's an interesting conversation. It's something we've never really had to deal with before. I think just as tech is becoming more integrated in our day to day, and people are, for the most part, giving away a lot of this information without really thinking about it. I just think it's sort of changing the way businesses have to operate, laws have to be written, stuff like that. We're in a very interesting time. And it's already been a little while, I guess. You know, it's not sort of old news at this point that some of these companies are, for lack of a better word, like data farms. But I don't know how many people actually know or care about that. I've never been too worried about it, honestly. Like, but maybe I'm just too ignorant. Maybe that's why. That's probably what it is, honestly. This is a very bad spot. I did not mean to be here. This really sucks. I think 23andMe is a little bit more concerning, maybe, than some other, like Facebook just selling it to advertisers. Because 23andMe is selling probably to like pharmaceutical companies and like medical information, probably, I would imagine. A history of disease, stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know. I think if it was willingly given up, it would probably help, for the most part, to be able to like have access to a large database of, I guess, that kind of information. I don't know how, but I imagine it would. Can't imagine the information would hurt, as long as people consent to it, I think, ahead of time. This is probably the most boring conversation I've ever had on stream. It's just, I don't know, it's just an interesting conversation, I thought. That's all. Don't really have much of a horse in the race. 1 second. I saw you wrote a few things on a stand, and I also went AFK, so. Sorry guys, a little low energy today. It's been a long week. Oh, it's a double. It's a double. Okay, good to know. I gotta remember this fight. See, we're just practicing right now, but... Oh. Damn, I would have loved to jump on her head. I gotta remember it's a backslash, too. Oh, it's a Makiri. I jumped. I could have probably gotten her to phase 2. That was so dumb. So sloppy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, right. I forgot you could jump on her head. I forgot about that. That's gonna probably die, maybe? Yeah, it's death. Damn. Facebook is a free service, though, so people should expect they are the product. That makes sense. That makes sense. Boys, would you rather Batman right now? Because I feel like this isn't as exciting as I thought it'd be. I mean, it's okay. I'm having fun, but just a lot of wiping. We're getting it though. What do you get for this one? The first one, you got that ability. Do you get like a skin or another ability or something for this? Oh, that's... Okay, we're getting rid of that. I'm not doing that. Jesus Christ. That's so stupid, dude. That fucked me. This thing fucks me all the time. It's a stupid ability. These stupid arts. You know what? I'm just resetting it. I'm not... Fucking... Fight's too long. I'm not doing that. Jesus Christ. Reset it. You don't lose anything for it, so you may as well. What I love about the Batman games is, like Sekiro, it's a lot of stealth mechanics, which is fun. I never used to like stealth, but this game... Batman wasn't bad stealth mechanics, but this game actually made it a lot more fun and showed like the value of it. A lot of the time, stealth mechanics feel very gimmicky. This game, it not only does not feel gimmicky, it's so necessary. It helps so much if you can, you know, work the stealth mechanics properly. Did she knock me down? How'd that happen? He knocks you down, I guess. Or she breaks your stance, maybe? Do we ever learn who this is or what this thing is? How do we... Okay, anyone that's actually here that knows, how do you do the phase 2 skip? I know you have to jump at her head, right? But, like, when? Is it when she comes out of the shadow form, or... Do I need to be near the tree right now for phase 2? So if I go to the tree, like, right now, is that how you do it? Or when she comes out, maybe. That makes more sense, I would expect it to be, right? Because... Oh, right there. I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. I got it, boys. I got it. Thank you. That makes sense. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. I got it. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you. I understand it now. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. It's a jump or something. Or it's a... Okay, let's get out of the way. That's insane. Does firecrackers work for this thing since it's a beast, I wonder? It does. Interesting. Oh, that's that. Okay, gotta watch that. Alright, big slam. So this is what we're gonna do then. Okay, oh, we have that candy. We couldn't use this to mortal draw then for this. Alright, come on. Okay. So cheese. That was a jump. That was dumb. Could have jumped over that. Yeah, I jumped into that too. What a waste. I'm stuck on the wall. I gotta be careful. Missed her. Shit. Missed her by that much. Jeez, take the res. She's almost dead. Torn, it's wonderful to see you. How are you? Oof, almost died there. Oh, I got stuck at the corner. This room stinks, bro. That's happened so many times, but it's an easy fight. skipping that is really helpful. Wow. Alright, let's try this again. So knowing that's crazy. You can use fireworks too. I don't know. I think we should save fireworks for phase 3, or if we need to. We don't really need to use fireworks at all, technically. I guess we could just use the Mortal Blade, but that phase 2 skip is insane. I wish I knew that. Like, I know you guys told me that when we were actually fighting her, but that was backpack battle storm. Oh, it's a Makiri. That was dumb. Yeah, it's a back way. I forgot to remember that. It's double slash. Let's waste. I gotta take that off for phase 3. Or take that off until phase 3, rather, so don't waste it. Yeah, just jump. At least this fight mostly only has 2 phases. That's nice. Another jump. Okay, we're gonna get away. Heal up. Reset. She's gonna reset too, so we gotta move. Perfect. Oh, I didn't think she'd hit me with that. But we'll get her in a second right here. Right here should do it. If she Makiri's too, that'd be nice. Or a jump on her head. Jump. That should do it. Or not. Jesus, she got such stagger, man. Really? Come on. One more hit. One more parry. That's it. Okay, now we'll do the phase 2. Jump on her head. So quickly, over here. We jump right on her head. That's phase 2. That's crazy. Absolute. What a crazy skip that is. Oh, or not? Okay. Guess we missed it somehow. I don't know what we did wrong that time. I want to learn how to do this phase 2 every time so we get it properly. There it is. Okay, I see. I understand now. I get it. It's still a fun game to fill time. I'm happy to hear that. It seems to be really popular. I've seen a few people play it now, actually. So you always seem to be ahead of the curve with that kind of stuff. Use our sugar quickly. Heal up quickly. Oh, more vomit. Double is crazy. That's absolutely insane. Didn't expect that back to back like that. Huge. Thought I could jump past her, but okay. It's gonna kill me. Or not. I'll get her in a sec. Jesus, breaks my stance, man. Fear, care, I died. Alright, res quick. She's almost dead. Oh, really? That doesn't interrupt her? I figured that would break her for a second, at least. Okay, this should do it maybe if we're lucky. It does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, we're just practicing the monk right now. But we got Owl down, I think. We got Guardian Ape down. The monk I should have down. I'm just using that ability when it's clearly not doing very much for me, so. But yeah, then we're gonna work on the, like, I'm just slowly working through them. So I don't have to reset. After this, we're gonna work on Owl Father, and then Ganishiro. They don't seem as bad though. Well, because if the problem is, like, if I don't know the fights well enough, I need to, like, get a quick refresher. But it seems like 1 or 2 times and we get it. So, like, this one I pretty much got down pat now. Stupid mistakes, but we'll get it. Like, I learned the phase 2 skip. Which is amazing. Owl took us like 2 or 3 attempts. Then we'll do Father Owl. And then we'll give the Gauntlet a try. I just want to be able to do it a little bit cleaner. Because I would hate to have to fight these guys over and over again just to reset. Sort of like we did with Lady Butterfly. Or, Genichiro last time. I fought Lady Butterfly so many times unnecessarily. She's annoying to fight. That was dumb. Okay. I don't know, I want to be able to, like, remember their movesets, just before we hop in there. That was dumb. I blocked that, I think, instead of parry. So far, really no hit run, though, so that's good. That's good. That should be it, maybe? No? Almost. 1 or 2 more parries. That should be it. There you go. Perfect. That was like a no-hit run, I'm pretty sure. That was much better. So see, that was like our 3rd or 4th attempt, and we got it. So I think we got her in the bag. We can hop up here. I don't know what that is. We'll hop up here. Okay, we gotta get through this phase. Oh, there she is. Get her, get her, get her, get her. Perfect. That's phase 2. Skip that pretty much altogether. Now we'll get her for phase 3. Let's pop a candy. Get her with one of those. Okay. Oh, alright. That was a jump. We survived anyways, thank God. Get away. Pretty good. Get away. She's much cleaner this time than it was last time, so that's amazing. We're almost no hitting her, so that's amazing. Oh, God, she hit us with that, though. So almost no hit run. Oh. Get away, get away. No, it was dumb. Took a lot of fear damage there. Gotta remember that slam after. Gotta remember that slam. Don't get greedy. That's stuck. We're stuck in the wall or some shit. Alright. Typical. Well, we got her. Right here. Okay. Heal up for a sec. 1 hit and she should be good. There we go. Got it. That's it. Corrupted Monk. Sorry, what were you asking, Vinoth? So we got Corrupted Monk. Now we'll work on Owl Father. And then hopefully he won't take long because we fought him a lot. So I think we got this one in the bag. We got Guardian Ape in the bag. We got the original Owl in the bag. So now we'll just do, let's see, we'll rest, and now we have Owl Father. We'll practice him, then we'll do Genichiro, and then I feel like Ishin is last. I don't know, but I feel like he's the last one in the Gauntlet. It doesn't say, but I wouldn't be surprised. It would make sense to me. Oh, we did this fight not long ago. It's crazy. At least I remember the firework mechanic this time. Jesus, man. Gotta hit him or I'm not doing anything. Guy doesn't have a stagger meter until like 50% or something. There. Oh. I thought he was gonna do the overhead slam. My fault. That was dumb. Oh, it's too quick, too quick. And he's getting close to where he builds stagger meter though, so that's helpful. 'Cause then I don't have to fight him, then he has to let him attack me. I think he should start building stagger now, I think. I think so. Back up. God, once you know the mechanics, it's like crazy easier. He hasn't done Makiri once. Lost him for a second, that was weird. That was dumb, I saw that, I was exchanging blows, that was dumb. That was so dumb, I got punished for that one. That could have been an opening for me. You guys ever heard of a show called Mission Hill? I saw it, the whole thing's on YouTube, the series. It's a really fun animated show. I don't know if it was Canadian or not, I didn't think it was, but it's a really neat show. I was just watching the older episodes. Like, there were a few shows, a few like adult cartoons, I guess, like Undergrads, Mission Hill, Undergrads, The Oblongs. These are like, they were like weird, like late night comedies, but they were very creative. You know, like you could tell it was very inspired animators that like wanted to do these very I won't even say, the word edgy doesn't seem fair. Just, they wanted to tell new stories, I think, and the animation was always different. It didn't look like traditional television. It was more artistic in a sense, more original, but it was fun. It was like young, it felt like it was like young talent, up and coming like animators trying to tell their own story, make their way in the world. It seemed like Adult Swim was really good for that. And we didn't even really have Adult Swim in Canada. But we had like satellite TV where I was able to access. And when we went to the States, I would be able to watch Nickelodeon. Yesterday I was watching Hey Arnold late at night. I couldn't sleep. And I found Hey Arnold. And it's like, man, like it was such a fun show. A lot of these cartoons had a lot of adult jokes that, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. But it was really good. It was like high quality. What was the other one? Cow and Chicken, I think it was called. A little delayed there. Very delayed there. That was painful to watch. Yeah, but just really, it was fun. Like, it was a different time for, like, cartoons. To be fair, even SpongeBob crushes. Like, even as an adult, SpongeBob is very funny. SpongeBob, I always thought, felt like a modern-day Bugs Bunny. Where it's just pure, just funny, silly, slapstick humor. Fun with the animation. Damn, that was just in time, bro. Oh, jump. Woof. Jump. That was dumb. I got stuck on that like an idiot. Oh. Let's go do this thing now, already. Alright. Did not mean to waste that, but it's okay, we're safe. Back up? Oh, I guess not. I guess I wasn't too far still. We got the timing down though much better than we did. Since once we got the fight, it's amazing how all of a sudden it's just there now. God, if Almost was here, I'd be so proud. For a first attempt, it's pretty good. I missed him. Shit. I dodged forward like an idiot. Oh, he missed Raven. I just noticed that. That's so funny. I never noticed that before. Oh, shit. That was lucky. Jesus. Almost got hit by the wall there, or the pillar. Oh, I thought I was fast enough to move. Damn, we got lucky there. That's GG. Not a bad first attempt. Not a bad first attempt at all. My goodness. Wow. For any of you guys that play or know of Night Rain, can you play with randoms, or do you have to have 3 people like that you're friends with on Steam? At least if you could random up, that would be nice. But that would suck to have one friend that wants to play and you guys can't play together because you don't have a third person. So at least if you could play with a random person, at least you and a friend can still play together. Otherwise, that seems insane. Oh shit, that was close. I did not mean to do that, but I'll take it. Oh my god, that's not good. Jesus, we got lucky there. I couldn't see what the hell was happening. I just saw the Makiri, or the, whatever it's called, Kanji. See, I'm learning Japanese. I don't even know if that's right. That's what I heard someone say, call it once. That's just what I called it, but could be way off. Thorn, maybe correct me? He's like, no. Much better phase 1, I think. Much better phase, much stronger phase 1. Oh yeah, much stronger. Divine Air. Which one is that? I'm not sure. Is that the first Gauntlet? The first Gauntlet we did last stream, we got Genichiro. And we got that special ability, which was really cool. That's why I'm just practicing a few of the bosses for this one. It seems like we got most of them. We're practicing Old Father now, and then I think we just have the new Genichiro, and what I imagine would be Ishin. And then if we get those down, then we can get into it. I would just have to hate fighting these guys over and over again, so that's why I sort of want to practice it first, because once you wipe, it's like you gotta start it all over, it's crazy. After this fight, win or lose, I just have to take some dough out of the fridge for tonight. I was making a sourdough pizza this morning, and I was letting it rest in the fridge just for a few hours, but I didn't realize what time it was, so I gotta take it out soon, so we can relax before you use it. And that's 200 points for things no one cares about. Damn, dude. I hate when he... Ah, he punished... I went to punish him and he punished me. Oh, no. I'm watching a really cool show. I don't know if you guys know of, like, there's a whole bunch of them by, what's the guy's name? Bloomhouse, I think his name is. He does, like, horror movies. It's on Netflix. But there's, like, one of them is, Haunting of Hill House, I think was the first one. There was another one called Midnight Mass, which was a pretty good one. There's many different series, all, like, different stories, just with the same actors. And some are better than others. I liked Midnight Mass, the Netflix series, but the new one we're watching, it's not new, I just started watching it recently. It's called The Fall of the House of Usher, I think. I think it's a based off of a Edgar Allan Poe story. Not really much related, I believe, but just loosely based off of it. But it's actually pretty good. If you're into horror, I was actually really impressed because someone recommended it to me, and it's like I knew about it for a while, but I didn't check it out. But I'm shocked how much fun it is. Midnight Mass, I still think is the best one of it's Flanagan. It's Flanagan. That's the guy's name, I think. He does a lot of horror stuff. He recently worked with Stephen King in that new film. And what's interesting is that new film, I think was shot in Toronto. I thought it was. Is not a horror film, and everybody expects Stephen King to have horror, and normally he does, but this newest one, which I can't remember the name of it, it's got quite a few actors in it, but it's a feel-good movie. But Flanagan still directed it, so I think it's interesting that two horror like icons in Hollywood are making a non-horror movie together. But anyways, I'm all over the place. It's called The Fall of House Usher or something along those lines. It's a really, really fun, interesting horror series on Netflix, short series. If you're looking for something new to watch, if you like horror, the acting is pretty good as well. It's a lot of the same actors as all of them, honestly. All the series usually have the same actors, but they're all rather good. I don't know them other than from this stuff, except for like one or two. But yeah, it's amazing how like they've all stuck together and they have great chemistry together. So maybe that's why. I fucked that one up. I thought I avoided it. I was watching a film last night called Adaptation, Nicolas Cage. It was, I believe, it was written by Charlie Kaufman, and it was directed by Spike Jonze. If you know who Spike Jonze is, Spike Jonze, I'm pretty sure he directs Jackass. I'm pretty sure that's the same Spike Jonze. He's an excellent director. Like, people think, oh, he's a Jackass guy, like, what the hell does he know about direction? You'd be surprised. He's a very good director. When he does stuff that's not just like people, putting things up their ass, he actually has a good eye for direction. But Adaptation, this film that I was watching yesterday with, it's a little bit older, with Nicolas Cage. What a fabulous film! It's Meryl Streep, Nicolas Cage. I'm trying to think who else is in it. It's just there are some movies in like, is that Owl? There's some movies in the early 2000s, and they were just so human. Like, it wasn't super high stakes, it was just a very human story, and I just don't see a lot of those as much anymore. Maybe, I guess with the rise of Marvel films and stuff. There, we got Owl. That's it, boys. Not bad at all. Got it. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I asked, is it called a kanji in this game? Is that what it is? That symbol? Like with the danger symbol? I feel like you would know. It's okay, so we got him. Now we have Genichiro. And who else do we have? Who else is part of this? We have Genichiro, I'm pretty sure, and then I feel like Ishin is last. It's either Demon of Hatred or Ishin, I'm not sure. But we got this fight down. I think we got all of them. I'm just going to pee really quick. And then we'll try Genichiro, if we can get him, which I don't think we'll struggle with. We'll try Ishin if we get him, then we'll just do the Gauntlet. Because then I think we got everybody down. The Monk wasn't bad. The Ape wasn't bad. Owl Father seems harder than... or no, Great Shinobi Owl I think is harder than Owl Father, personally. But neither of them are too bad. So give me 1 second. We'll get it. Sorry, boys, we're back. Sorry about that. But what I was saying was, like, if you guys like really human films, I don't know if you do, like, maybe you guys aren't nerds like I am, but a film where there's not a lot of conflict, I would say. Um, the adaptation was brilliant. It's like an acting masterclass. It's the best way I could put it. When you know, like, I guess conflict, I guess, is different for everything, but I mean like Marvel conflict, Jurassic Park conflict. Those movies are fun too, but you know, one of the most intense shows I've ever watched was Succession, and the whole show was more or less just like conversations in boardrooms. There was other nice scenery and stuff too, but it was just like family drama more than anything. And you know, sometimes that's enough, like to get you on your edge of your seat. Gotta remember this fight. This one's not as ingrained in the brain frame. I'm grateful though that it's different. I don't have to fight. Right, forgot about that one. I just did. Yes, I just banned him. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Vanilla. Does it still show him? Because on my Twitch it says his message was deleted. Oh, that was a jump. Oh, I didn't reset my things. Shit, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I forgot about that. Okay, I should have rested. I forgot. Well, it's a good way to practice. Even if we don't rest, you know, you can get it with no hit, and maybe that's better. I think he's only one phase 2, which is nice. Damn, that gets you. Kanji's writing style in Japan. What you are talking about, maybe kanji symbol that represents danger. There you go. See, I need to know. Someone just called, or on Reddit I read once, they called it a kanji. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. That just... For some reason you can see his comment. That's so strange. Yeah, on my... Yeah, so on my OBS and my thing it says banned. That's strange. I'm sorry to see that, man. 7TV. Shit, I forgot to download it on my phone too. So okay, we'll do this. And this time we'll have proper whoops. We'll have proper health and stuff. So he's not too bad. I think our hardest one is going to be Ishin. If we can do Ishin, then we should be able to do the Gauntlet. Guardian Ape's not too bad. The fact that I can, like, I didn't know you could rest in between boss fights. That is so helpful to be able to reset your potions. Oh my god, it's crazy. I took that damage. I should have hidden from it. Fight's so easy. Like, now that you fought the other Genichiro, it's like so much easier. It just stands there. What's a jump? Look how fast we're getting this. It's crazy. And then if he does a 7 bing bang boom, it's like, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he fucked this up. We almost got him anyways. Jump. Is that it? Is that Genichiro? That's the whole fight? That's the whole fight. Like, come on, boys. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we got him. Alright, so this one we got in the bag. So we'll try Ishin. If we can get Ishin, who I think is going to be the toughest, then we can do the Gauntlet. That was pretty easy. See? Alright, that one's so easy. Like, Ishin's going to be tough, though. What did I need to use for him? Did I need to use anything for him? I don't think so. I think you just fight him with a sword. I don't think he has any special abilities that you have to protect, like with a shield or something. I'm trying to go off memory. Alright, we'll go fight him. Fight the Glock Saint, right? That's his name, Glock Saint. And we have an emote for that, by the way. And then we'll start the Gauntlet. Wow, it's a fast phase 1, boys. Almost a hitless phase 1. That was lucky, he missed us. That was very lucky. Phase 1, beautiful, look at that. Boom. Alright, let's run out of here, heal up for a sec. Phase 2 I found was the hardest than phase 3 even. This phase 3 gives you the option for the lightning reversal, at least. I forgot his stupid Glock. He shoots it 5 times, not just once. I forgot he has the 5-1 too. Jesus Christ. How strange is that, man? How strange. Someone had a good point. They're like, how did he get it? Because this takes place way before Japan or I think anyone had guns. So he must have like traveled in time to get that gun and come back. I understand it's a fantasy game, but... Oh. God, you gotta jump that one. Yes, I forgot about that mechanic. That's why I want to practice here. I would hate to fight all those bosses just to forget about a mechanic. So that's why I wanted us to all be fresh before we got into it. See, like right there, boom, dead. So like that would have sucked. So now we're remembering. I gotta like get really good at this fight, and then we give it a try. Good old college try. I thought I Makiri'd that, but I dodged into it. Can you read Japanese, Torin? I feel like you can. I feel like if any of my friends can, it'd be you. But boys, haven't we come a really long way with these fights? Like, this is... I can even tell. Like, it's crazy how quick work we've made of some of those fights and how much less we're panicking in, like, such a short period of time. It's crazy how fast you learn this game. And I don't think it's just me. I think like when you play this game, it's like, you know, like I said, baptism by fire. Either you just don't progress or you just learn it. Oh. Oh, shit. Heal up. He looks really cool. He's got a cool model. But he's not shooting you. That was a jump. I thought it was Makiri. That's Makiri. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, I missed him. What? That was a double jump. That screwed up. That screwed me up, man. I could have gotten a hit on him. Probably gotten it. That was ridiculous. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's death. That was bad combo. You can't read Japanese. Wow, I figured you watch so much anime, you'd sort of pick up on it just like naturally. Not that you'd be able to speak the language fluently. I just figured if you watch enough of something, maybe you'd be able to understand some of it at least. Someone told me, I don't remember who it was, they learned how to speak English because they were watching so much English TV. And, wow, that Makiri, I hate when the Makiri doesn't work. It's so annoying. Alright, go again. Maybe it was Mellow. Someone said they watched so much English television, they just started learning English. And they speak it quite well, actually. And they said they never had courses or anything. It was just from watching, like, television. That eventually it sort of became a little bit more natural. And I can't imagine that. I mean, it's... I don't know. It's amazing how, like, other people take to English very quick, but it seems like it's harder to go from English to other languages. And I thought English was the stupidest language. It sort of is. I mean, that's what I've been told by a lot of people. Like, it's this craziest language to understand. It doesn't really make as much sense. A lot of other languages are a lot easier to, they sort of make sense with their letters and stuff. Oh, why is man, again, it's the Makiri nonsense. Like, I don't get it. And it's not putting my hand on the, on the thing, because I take my hand off intentionally, and it still happens. I don't get it. See? I dodged forward. My hand wasn't on it. It's... man, so that would suck if, I could understand some of the language, but that is not reading. That makes sense. It would suck to get this far, and that whatever that Makiri nonsense happens, and then you gotta reset the whole thing. That's really unfortunate. That's death, yeah. I couldn't jump on his head. That was death. I knew that was death because that was too far away. And has pulled too many words from other languages. That's fair, that makes sense. My grandfather used to say that English is the hardest language. He spoke a whole bunch of languages. He said English is the only language that doesn't make any sense because there's all kinds of silent letters and all kinds of words that have double meaning, and it's very strange. It's very strange. That's what I've told. I suppose a lot of other languages are very matter-of-fact. And it's a little more one-to-one than English. But maybe it's like you said, English is just a melting pot of like all stealing from a whole bunch of other languages. A lot of it is rooted in Latin, I think, right? That was my understanding. Monks, we have a lot of French words too that we've like incorporated, or just other languages altogether that we've incorporated into English, and we just use them as English words, like déjà vu, which is clearly not an English word. I feel like if you ask the average person, they just think that's an English word, honestly. Sloppy run, but I want to try to recover the sloppy run, because if this happens when we're doing our gauntlet, it's nice to be able to recover from it. So it's like, why aren't you healing? That's why, because I want to be able to do this without healing. I want to get the mechanics good. We didn't get it good, but I'd like to, so if shit hits the fan, we're still Gucci, right, boys? So I don't understand the running in his direction. Never understood that. It happened again. It seems to happen more on this fight than it does any other time in this game. It's crazy. I noticed it happened a lot with this dude, and it has not had. It happens on some other fights as well. The amount of times I've complained about it on this specific fight, I do not understand. It didn't happen once when we Makiri'd Owl or Genichiro. English derived from languages that came from Latin. It's a complicated web. Fair. Okay, do you know, Tor? If you're playing a game, don't entertain me. Go play your game. But the dude's name was... Oh, fuck, I forgot it now. I always remembered it, and I forgot it. Give me a second, come to me. Oh, that's death. Yeah, right? He was a Japanese general. Forgot his name, though, now. But I think he stole guns from the Spanish and incorporated guns into Japanese warfare, and he's the first one to do it, and he was like super powerful because of that. And I wanted to ask if you've heard of that, because that sounds like a crazy story. Supposedly he had a pretty long reign of terror for a while until other armies started adapting guns into their battles. Oh my god, I can't think of his name though. I remember watching a documentary and they were talking about how fearsome he was, because he was like one of the most intelligent military tacticians of his time, and he wasn't even that he had like more power or resources. He was just his strategy was so much more superior than a lot of the other people he went to war with. And it's just fascinating to be like playing 5D chess like that. And you have to wonder how many like people like that existed in history and other places as well. I guess Genghis Khan, I guess, was probably like that, I would imagine. I mean, at some point you got to rise to power because you have a better understanding of warfare than other people, I would imagine. But at the same time, if you're that, you know, if you're this fearsome like warlord kind of character, you've got to always want the people, or even your own people, are trying to like dethrone you at some point, right? This must be a life of just paranoia that you can't trust anyone. You know, it's amazing because like, I guess I'm very ignorant in this regard, but you know, you watch documentaries on history, not even movies, more like documentaries where historians are talking about it, and it just feels like characters. It feels so almost too surreal to be real, to actually be real people, because some of these people seem so much larger than life, what they've accomplished, that it's just crazy. Is it Nobunaga? Is that his name, I think, maybe? Please tell me I'm not mixing him up with a character in this game. For the love of God. Okay. Nobunaga. Yes. I was so worried I was mixing him up with a character in this game. That'd be ridiculous. That'd be so embarrassing. Yeah, it was Nobunaga. The dude seems like so fascinating. So ahead of his time. And they were talking about how like before guns were part of military combat, how the battlefield would look when it was just mostly people fighting with like swords on like horses and stuff. And oh, I jumped into that as Makiri. And it's gruesome. Like, you don't realize that. Like, not that like all war's not gruesome, but it seems like even worse when everyone's just using knives. Like, holy shit. They went into pretty good detail about how people described the battlefield at the time, and my goodness. Damn. Yeah, this guy's tough. Oda Nobunaga. Nobunaga. That's it's got a cool name. It's a fearsome name. I had a feeling you'd know. Thank you. I think the story was, if I remember correctly, I think it was the Spanish that already was using guns in warfare at that point, and I think some invaded Japan or came to Japan, and I think he killed them and stole their guns, and that's why he learned to like use them first. I think before anybody else. I don't know if he traded with them or he. I didn't think he traded with them though. It's amazing that like we even have some of this information. 'Cause it was so long ago that like, thank God people write stuff down, right? Like, it seems like throughout history, there's always been documentarians, people that I guess I was too slow with that. Shit. People that document all this stuff. Otherwise, we wouldn't know. There's probably a lot that's even been lost to history, right? Like supposedly the Library of Alexandria, which supposedly had a lot of history that was burned. Gotta wonder if demons are real and we just don't know how to, or dragons, we just don't know how to summon them now because we lost that in the Library of Alexandria. Thought I'd jump at his head there. Okay, phase 1, it seems like we got down for the most part. Except when I don't do the Makiri, right? But he's like 1 away, man. There, it's phase 1. Now we'll practice phase 2. Phase 2 I struggle with the most with this guy, so we gotta get better at phase 2. That's our problem. Phase 2. Okay, get in there. Nope, that's GG. That's GG. Too close. Or not, we got very lucky. Near the wall, I gotta get away from the... That's crazy. You gonna shoot me? Yeah, that sucks. Let's back up. Let's back up further so I can breathe for a second. Let him chase me, then I'll just do his thing. Oh, I just killed myself. Jesus Christ. I didn't think he'd run off the edge. That sucks. He had a crazy life. Yeah, that's right. I remember it mentioned that in the... I feel like all those guys, though... well, that whole living that time period was crazy, but I feel like if you were... It seemed like, at least from what I saw in this documentary, that all the warring factions or clans or whatever you want to call them, they all... There was so much, what espionage maybe is the word? Like, you had like rats inside your own armies that were like feeding information to other people that you didn't know who to trust, and it's crazy, like... Oh, that was a Makiri. Shit. Damn. It seemed like is they considered ancient Japan? The ancient Japanese warfare was like just as much psychological warfare as it was just like combat, hand-to-hand combat. Versus, from what I understand, and I don't know a whole lot about history, I think when they mentioned like Genghis Khan, with him, it was just a path of destruction. Like, no one really stood a chance when he was coming around. You just, like, whatever he wanted, he took. There wasn't much of a battle with him. He was just so fearsome, I think. He had such a reputation. Lucky. Okay, we gotta get this phase 2 much better. The thing about phase 3 is... you can lightning reversal him, I'm pretty sure. So, if we can get phase 2 down, I feel like phase 3 we can get through faster. That's phase 1. That should be phase 1 in a second. That's a clean phase 1. No damage. Phase 1. Boom. Now let's practice phase 2. Okay, we're getting there, boys. We're getting there. Then we can do it. I feel like we got Guardian Ape. I feel like we got Wolf, or not Wolf, Owl. It's this guy that I'm struggling with the most. Why is he not doing his big spear thing? There it is. I was like waiting for this. What is this? What's taking so long? I knew if I got too close, he would hit me with something. So, all right. So we're not going to attack him during this phase. That's stupid. Clearly. Or, like, we'll just let him open up on us first, because I can't hit him. It's hard to hit him. Like, this is when you punish him with stuff like that. Otherwise, you just block. I think. Oh, that was a... I was not expecting a Makiri there. I thought that was a spin. So now it's a Makiri, right? I missed it, but that's a Makiri. I thought after the 5 was a Makiri. I thought someone told me, if I remember correctly, but he didn't always do it, the Makiri counter after the 5. Shit. I didn't know if he'd be close enough. That's a Makiri I jumped into. I keep thinking that's going to be a spin. Jesus. I never noticed the music before. It's really good music. Now it's going to be Makiri. Yep. Okay, good. So 5 is Makiri. Big shot, I think, is jump. Jesus, what was that? So he doesn't get knocked over much. Attacking him doesn't do much. Makiri. Wow, so you only get 1 hit on him at most if you're lucky. Okay. That's a Makiri. I was expecting a jump. Shit. See, I still don't have this one in the bag. I still gotta figure this one out, the reading of this one better. Gotta love the Warring States era. Well, I mean, it makes for interesting stories. I mean, it should be horrible to live through. That was later. Khan, earlier on, had some struggles. Wow, I guess, yeah, it's amazing. Like, I think it's so fascinating. I mostly watch stuff in documentaries. I don't read books on, the stuff I read is like slop, right? By the way, speaking of slop, I heard, Sandman's coming back. Because I feel like, I mean, I love Neil Gaiman, but I feel like this stuff is a little bit slop, like Stephen King. You know, it's like Harlequin novels for boys, or just like horror fans, I guess. But I love them. Huge fan, right? Clive Barker, I love all that shit. But Sandman's coming back. I'm really excited for that. I thought it was pretty good. I just like seeing Death. Death is a really cool. Death is one of my favorite characters in a fiction period. So, and I thought the actor that played Death was like awesome. So I'm excited to see more of her. Not always, I feel like, do they understand the assignment, but she definitely understood the assignment. She did a very good job at, like, portraying what the character was like in the comics, so that's all you can ask for. Felt like a real love letter to, the comics. At least her character did. The rest of the series is a little bit different, but it's such a complicated story. It would never be one-to-one from what the comics are, like... That's why I think people that say the book is better, and it sounds pretentious maybe when you say that, it's just because, like, when you can spend 50 pages on developing one character's backstory, it has like deeper meaning, I think, than just a 2-hour film. But like, you have to condense everything, right? You can't make a film, even if you make a film 4 hours, like The Departed, or what was that other one called? Scorsese did another one as well. I don't remember the name of it. Irishman. It's number one. It is a bit long. I don't mind it, but it is a bit long. But you still can't cover everything like a book can cover it. So Phase 2 is getting better, but he's being greedy with Makiri, so this makes it a little bit easier. He's giving us a very easy Phase 2. We got to get lucky if he's willing to do this for us in the Gauntlet. Because if he gives us a tougher Phase 2, I feel like it won't be the same. This is a very clean Phase 2. Like, I can only pray for this, right? What in the Elden Ring music is this? It didn't sound like this before, did it? It's Phase 2 music, maybe? GG. It was my fault for drinking too close to him. That was stupid. I'm gonna run away to Africa and go drink. There. That's death. Yeah, I knew that was death. I was stunned for way too long. I couldn't get up fast enough. Yes, that's Terry Pratchett. I've heard about Discworld. I would love to read the whole series of Discworld. I loved Good Omens, which was like Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. And Terry Pratchett's humor in that was absolutely hilarious. Discworld is on my list to read, as well as... There's that other... God, I can't think of the name of that book. It's... something highway or something to get to the center of the galaxy or something. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Something to the center of the galaxy, I thought it was called. It was Douglas Adams, I think, wrote it. I've never read it, but it seems like a very fun story. It's sort of like a Terry Pratchett-esque kind of story. The stuff I normally read is a little bit more like serious, like Alan Moore. Like even Neil Gaiman's a little bit more serious, I find, usually. Like Sandman's pretty serious, I find. But like, you know, Alan Moore's very serious. Like even Swamp Thing. Alan Moore's Swamp Thing is some of the best. Everybody goes on about V for Vendetta and what's the other one he did? Watchmen, which are both brilliant comics. But man, Swamp Thing is like, in my opinion, flew under the radar. It's a brilliant comic. It's super deep. Alan Moore is probably one of the most prolific writers in the history of like comic book writing. I know people really like Frank Miller. I'm not too familiar with his work other than The Dark Knight. I've only read that. I know he did Sin City, I believe, as well, which I have not seen or read, but I know Frank Miller's a very well-respected comic book writer and / artist. But I still think Alan Moore's the GOAT. Art Spiegelman is pretty good as well, but he's done Mouse. I'm not sure what else he's done, but Mouse was like painfully depressing. About the Holocaust. There's actually, I think, about a conversation that he had with his father, and he just made it into a comic book. His dad was I think both his parents were survivors, and it's a very, I think it won Pulitzer Prize or something. You know, it's a very well-respected comic. Mouse, M-A-U-S. Depressing, but very touching, and it definitely makes you appreciate both your parents and your grandparents a little bit more, just because I jumped into that. I thought that was a jump. I gotta remember that's Makiri after 5. It's a reminder of, like, they grew up in a different time, you know. They had it a lot harder, and the life that we live is a lot well, Christ, I'm playing video games and talking to you guys about comic books. We're in a pretty good spot, I would say. That's a jump. See, it's inconsistent, man. After the 5, it's supposed to be the Makiri, but that time it was a jump. So it's hard to tell, man. And you may think you have not shut up while you're doing this. I find, man, if you can like sort of keep this on the keep the fight on the back burner and focus on something else, like talking, you certainly screw up a lot less, except when you jump into a Makiri counter like that. If I hyper focus too much on this, it seems like I overthink things and fuck up. So it's just sort of got to let it be like second nature. This has been a tremendously difficult fight though, because he has been very unpredictable this time compared to the other times I fought him. And this is exactly why I'm not ready to the Gauntlet yet, because I need to get this down to a fucking science. It's not even close. All the other fights we got, this is the only one. Very tough. It's just, if it was maybe 2, I'd be ready to like do it, but just, you gotta fight like 6 bosses before you get to this guy. So like, I need this down, like, perfectly before we can do it. And it's weird how Phase 2 is harder than Phase 3. Phase 3 got the lightning, but the lightning stuns him for so goddamn long that, like, it almost trivializes the 3rd phase. It's almost a free phase at that point. I should use the aggressive candies in Phase 2 and 3, really. That's a great way to counter that, man. Like, it's... I don't remember... Whoever told me that last time, I really appreciate that. That's really helpful. See, like, in Phase 1, we practically do a no-hit run, almost. That might even be a no-hit run if we're lucky. No-hit run. Boom, Phase 1. See, it's... Phase 1's not the issue. It's this second unpredictable phase. If it was always 5 shots as Makiri, big shot is jump, then it would be easier. But it's you got to read it too fast. So is that Makiri? Is that not a Makiri? So that should be a jump, and neither of them were. Neither of them were the kanji attacks. Okay. That's Makiri. Okay, that worked. That time was predictable. But as you saw last time, it wasn't like that, right? I gotta get away to heal for a second if I can. Got very lucky there. We're gonna heal up for a second. Perfect. Okay. Look, if I can get him once, we'll try the Gauntlet. I just want to get him one time, like. Okay, perfect. Now it's predictable, but don't start playing games with me. Guess that broke my stance and my camera too, apparently. Let's heal up. He's gonna lose his stagger, but I gotta be quick. Yes, that breaks your stance anyways. Alright, it's GG. Rez lost the stagger anyways. Maybe we'll fully heal up at this point. Use a candy. May as well. Ah, talk about bad luck, huh? All the things could have done. There's the one ranged attack he has. That's death. Or not, we got lucky. We're wasting our candy right now. Very lucky. I thought I screwed that up. That's death in a second. That's GG. That's GG. Oh no, shit. I gotta get away. That's GG. There you go. Again, boys. Man, people, this whole time, people have said hesitation is defeat. That makes absolutely no sense for this game. Most of it is reaction time, and if you just hesitate, like it's almost better to hesitate sometimes because you can see what they're about to do. The only time hesitation is defeat is on the first Genichiro. This dude, it's way better to wait. It's way better to play passively and let him do the attacking to build up his meter. Because hesitation to defeat would imply like go super aggressive in aggro mode, but it punishes you to do that. So I don't get that. Unless it's a troll. Unless I'm reading too into it and it's a troll, but like the way I've read people mention it is like, not even you guys. Like Reddit comments and stuff. People believe it's actually like the trick to playing this game. This game feels super reactionary based. I don't see the rhythm that everybody talks about. All the fights are different. It feels super fast reaction time. That's what's gotten me through the game is like learning on the fly, reacting on the fly. So I don't know. I think people just repeat what other people say, but I don't see what other people are saying. There's certainly patterns, but it's not like I don't believe it to be a true rhythm, like Rappa the Rappa or Dance Dance Revolution. Like, and I understand what a rhythm is. I understand like Genichiro's attack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is rhythm like. But other than that, most of this is too broken up to be a rhythm. Like the attacks are too slow paced and not chained fast enough together, in my opinion. There's a very few handful of attacks that are like feel rhythmic, I guess is the word I'm looking for. It feels more just reaction time. Just broke my stance. Melania felt more rhythmic with a lot of her mechanics. Her waterfowl specifically felt more like rhythmic with this dodging. Like, I don't remember exactly if it's front dodge, back dodge, whatever it is, but it's like 1, 2, 3. That felt like more of a rhythmic fight in my opinion. That was Makiri. Oh, God, I was lucky to parry that. That's crazy, dude. that a Makiri? Yes! Perfect. We got very lucky with that parry. Okay, jump on his head. Oh, I fucked that up. I didn't jump on his head. We still survived. We're so lucky. Oh my god, we're getting so lucky. I can't make sloppy mistakes like that. I cannot. If I want to get this in a gauntlet. Makiri. Perfect. This is a much better phase 2, but we got very lucky a few times too. Okay. Jesus. That's a jump, right? That's a break our posture. That's not good. That's horrible. That's GG. I think that's GG. I'm stuck on a wall. It's a very bad place to be. That's a Makiri. I couldn't tell. Shit. Pretty much reset his whole posture stance now. Shit out of luck, I think. You cannot fuck up this fight, man. His posture goes so quick. That's a Makiri? Yep. He hasn't done the jump once. That's a Makiri. That's death. That's death. Oh, it's not death. Heal up. Heal up. It's gonna completely reset him again. How annoying is that, huh? Doesn't give you any second to do anything. I missed that Makiri. It's annoying. Is that a Makiri? Yep. At least builds him fast. Reed, fucks you. Broke my posture. Makiri. It should be phase 2 for lucky. Got greedy. That's phase 2. Sick. We're gonna heal up really quick. Welcome back, Doran. Okay, I'm gonna run away for a second. Aggressive candy. We got lucky to dodge that. Oh, that was a... yeah, I forgot about that. We gotta... okay. Forgot about that phase 3. Okay. Okay, that sucks. Gotta heal up. Yeah, I was couldn't do that because I was stuck in the healing animation. That was quick reaction time. Jesus Christ. Fuck, that's gonna fuck me. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that ability. That ability has cost me so many deaths in this game. It's absolutely retarded. I forgot it was even there. Jesus Christ. Imagine if we go to Gauntlet if it wasn't for that stupid thing. Too late. I was too late with that. Yeah. Probably have to reset again. I'm not gonna use a... that, it's amazing how one thing screws you up. It's like a chain reaction. Just for the rest of the fight, you're just like on the back foot now. Like, we're recovered now. It's not the point. It's just like that changed the tide so much. That helps. Gotta be slower though. Oh, yeah, I was out of the way. Please do it one more time. Oh, that was a damn. The flow of the game is more rhythmic than other Souls-like. I mean, I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like a rhythm to me. I don't feel like rhythmic isn't the right word, but I have not. I want to desperately. Discworld seems like amazing. Terry Pratchett seems like a very funny guy and a brilliant writer. Discworld seems like a blast. It's been on my list. It's a big series. Like I sort of want to start at the beginning, but I don't really know where to start. I guess I'm just hung up on the word rhythmic though. It just doesn't feel like, I don't know. It just feels like more reaction than rhythm. But Just because it's not repetitive enough. There's like so many variables. I feel like that's why it doesn't feel like a rhythm to me. It feels like a flow chart. If he does this, it's Makiri. If he does this, it's parry. If he does this, it's dodge. If he does this, it's jump. And it's not always the same. It feels like they switch it up a little bit sometimes. So that's why it feels like just a fast reaction time flow chart. I don't know how else to word it. Broke my stance. Shit. So, okay. This music sounds more like Elden Ring than Sekiro. Oh, I fucked that up. That was a jump. Sloppy phase 1 this time. We were doing no-hit phase 1s, and now we're being so sloppy with Gauntlet. Oof, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Oh my god, we got lucky. I think Demon of Hatred was easier than this guy. Especially because you had to fight Genichiro first. I think Demon of Hatred was a little bit easier. Oh. Phase 1? Perfect. Now we can practice phase 2. Right, sorry about that. I guess also, what I'll ask then is, I mean, I'm willing to accept that you guys think it's a rhythm game, but like, what does, like, how do you guys define rhythm then? Maybe my definition of rhythm is incorrect, but I was under the impression that it was like a succession, like a pattern, like in succession, with like a predictable pattern, I guess. But it doesn't feel. It feels like it changes too much to be like a succession of predictable patterns. There are micro patterns in a larger fight, but they can be switched up. So like, what I mean by that is Owl has his firework ability after he does his other ability. Like, this guy does a Makiri after that, but sometimes he'll do 5 shots and then not Makiri. So it's not like 100% of the time. Like, I feel like a rhythm in music has to, if a beat isn't like continuously predictable and it's very sporadic, then I feel like it doesn't flow as well to the ears like pop music does. Pop music is generally very repetitive, and I think that is what lends to its success as like a radio-friendly song, for lack of a better word. But maybe you guys mean something else. That's sort of what I'm comparing it to, though, when I hear the word rhythm. Damn. Discworld is a world. The books are a bunch of small series. Oh, okay, cool. Have you read the whole thing, Torin? That's death. Yeah, I broke my stance. I do both, actually. I'll do both. I got into audiobooks recently. Normally I prefer to read, but I recently got into audiobooks. They're pretty fun. Stephen Fry's audiobooks are fun. Like, there's a few people that read, I think, really well, so audiobooks are more fun. Like, there's a lot of general narrators do a lot of books, but like Neil Gaiman, Stephen Fry, Norm Macdonald. Even Norm Macdonald's a comedian, he read his own book, but like there are some voices that I think really lend themselves to audiobooks. David Attenborough has a voice like that, I think. That if they're narrating it, it's like, oh, that almost enhances the experience a little bit. versus a lot of other narrations I've heard, they just feel like they're sort of just reading it. I think Stephen Fry is like number one. I know people love Attenborough, but my God, Stephen Fry is like, the man was made to read audiobooks. It's unbelievable how good he is at narration. I've never experienced. It was him that got me into audiobooks. After I read his, or listened to his story on Greek mythology, I'm like, if this is what audiobooks is all about, I can get into this. This is crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm down to definitely do both. But Stephen Fry is like, my God, dude, the guy is unbelievable. What a talent. He not only is he a writer, not only is he like a sort of a comedian in a sense, an actor. He's also a narrator. Like, he just does everything. He's got to leave talent for other people. Oh my God, it's a bad combo. Bad combo. Bad combo. I'm curious though, and I mean this. I don't mean this in a argumentative way. I'm genuinely curious, like what you guys mean when you say rhythm, just because I feel like I'm missing something, and I don't mean that in an argumentative way. I feel like I'm not thinking about it right, and I'm curious. I've never seen anyone explain it. I've just heard people say it. That was a jump. Damn, bro. This guy is, I'm just giving me more trouble than anybody else. Dead. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that out, that gentleman's name. I love good narrators, and there's nothing like a good narrator. It's unbelievable, you know, it's like, it really puts it over the top for me. It's a shame, like, Rod Serling passed away when he did, because I feel like he would have been a great narrator. You guys know who Rod Serling is. I actually have the first book of Shogun I was gifted on audiobook, which I have not listened to, but I thought that'd be fun to listen to like before bed, just for the atmosphere. I really like the series, so someone got me the audiobook as a gift one year. And I know it's fiction. I know it's not like actually historical, but you did teach me something, both in this game and about Shogun Torn, which is that because I asked about how they spoke. I said, how come they speak so different? Like, if you were to watch like just someone like, I watched Anthony Bourdain today, and he was in Japan, and they don't speak in Japan how they do in like shows or this game. So I said, like, where does that voice? I know you remember this conversation, but anyone else I didn't know. I said, how come like some games or like in Shogun they sound different? Japanese sounds almost like a different language than when you hear it in modern times. But you said, Torn, if I don't want to misquote you, it's sort of like their version of Shakespearean. It's the same language, but it's like a more dramatic way to speak. And I never forgot that. And I think that's such a good comparison, because when you say it like that, I absolutely understand what you mean. And you said it so brilliantly. That's been stuck in my head for forever. And I hope I didn't misquote you, but that was such a good comparison. Because when you hear this game, or you watch shows like that take place in like older Japan, it sounds so dramatic compared to just like now the language just sounds like any other language. Like, it's just, you have like moments of drama in your speech, but the whole speech isn't dramatic. But Shakespearean is the same way. Anything you say in that Shakespearean tone is so dramatic by comparison to like just regular English. So it's almost like it's a presentation of language, you know. Now we're just sort of functional, but back then it seemed like it was more than just for function. I would imagine too, like, slang has become part of the lexicon a lot more. So it's completely changed the way language is. You watch older films, older period pieces, and even just older films, and people were very proper with the way they spoke in English, whether it's British English or just even American films. I think slang is a lot more not only accepted, but like just part of our language period now. when in the 40s, the 50s, I think it was sort of more frowned upon culturally. You know, it was seen as like maybe less educated, I think, and now it's the opposite, I would say. I think language is interesting, right? It gives, especially slang. I mean, I think slang is very interesting because it gives language like more color, more depth. I think. God, I keep forgetting to jump that one. Jump. Nope, messed up. Close enough of a quote. Well, I wasn't quoting you verbatim. That was like what I just did something like that, and it was. I thought it was just so brilliant. Like you say such brilliant things sometimes. They just stick with me. You entertain my silly questions, and I ask a lot of them. Let's be real. I'm very curious. There's phase 1. Very sloppy phase 1. God, man, I'm really struggling with this fight. This sucks. I'm sorry, guys. He's a tough one. He's really tough. We got every other fight so much faster than this guy. And he's definitely... there's no way he's not the last boss. There's no way the last boss is Demon of Hatred. It has got to be this guy. It doesn't tell you, but I just know it's going to be him. If Genichiro was right before him, there's no way it's going to skip him and go to Demon of Hatred. It just doesn't make sense. And Demon of Hatred's optional. And all the other bosses I don't think were optional. Or Lady Butterfly was optional, now that I think about it, actually. That's GG. You just don't understand or pick up on what slang was back then. Yeah, slang became proper English. You're not wrong. Oh, I'm stuck on that rock. That's not good. I gotta move. Oh my god. The Glock Saint is crushing me, man. This Glock. God damn it. Guys, we're gonna try to stream... I can see if we can maybe make it on tomorrow with Batman to make up for Thursday, because we're not gonna be here Thursday. So, I'll see. If not tomorrow, maybe we can do Wednesday or Friday. I would love to make up the Thursday stream. We're not going to make it. And today was a little bit shorter because I was late to come on. I was dealing with stuff. So that's why I sort of did this, because Batman I want to sink my teeth into a little bit. Not just do it for like 2 hours or whatever it is. I jumped into that. Oh, but that was a perfect parry, so we survived, but we're going to die now. Yikes, he is so tough. Boys, the one time we got him was pure luck. We only killed him once, it was pure luck. Holy shit. It's funny when you see films like Marlon Brando, when he was very, very young, or like James Dean or something, and they were considered like bad boys at the time. They were considered like for lack of a better word, rebels. Not to the younger generation, more to, well, even to the younger generation, they were like sort of the anti-establishment guys. The younger, or the older generations are like, these guys with their slick hair and their smooth ways, they're womanizers. And it's so, I mean, look what exists now. It's so crazy by comparison, but I think about it, if those people knew what the future would hold, they'd have a heart attack. Some of the stuff, like, you know, Cardi B's music and stuff like that, like the sensibilities has changed so drastically, so quickly too. But I wonder, with that thought, what's going to be like 50 years from now? How crazy, how much lower can the bar go with like our sensibilities, I guess? Never fast enough for that jump. I just wonder, like, I'm always so curious, like what's because you feel like, all right, we're in like a pretty, it can't go get much crazier, but I don't know. It seems like every generation finds a way to push the envelope a little bit more, and then it becomes a norm. I'm shocked Netflix hasn't figured out some kind of way to do like a Coliseum with gladiators, with like prison inmates. Not that I would agree with that. I'm just shocked we haven't reached like Hunger Game levels yet. where we're like, well, you know, these people are like bad people, so we're just gonna like pin them against each other, and for like 1999, like we'll host it, and you can just like pick who you think is gonna survive, and you know, the money goes to the victims' families. I'm like, it's just, I figured that would have been a thing already. In the social media age, it wouldn't surprise me. But when I hear hair metal and AC/DC again, yeah, to be fair, well, I mean, like, look, Led Zeppelin and those bands, that was absolutely insane. It's still insane. There's some of the stuff they got away with, the way Robert Plant dressed, like, it's crazy. It's still crazy to this day. Like, there's always, I think, exceptions for sure. I keep forgetting to jump that one. It's unbelievable. Same with the Rolling Stones. And to be fair, the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin, those guys are still getting in trouble. Well, not in trouble, but you know, there's stories, supposedly, which are supposedly true, of things they've done, people they've slept with, that are, like, even by today's standards, like, Jesus Christ, like, just back then, I guess people didn't prosecute as much, but there are people today that are getting charged for things that supposedly they did all the time back then. Not even drugs, I mean. And I don't know for sure, I wasn't there, but I hear lots of stories, mostly with, like, Mick Jagger, and I think it's mostly Mick Jagger and Robert Plant I've heard them with. Their choice of partners. Damn. That's why I thought it was strange whenever it was going on against Michael Jackson. I mean, again, it's like, but because it's just, you hear about it so often. Didn't Elvis marry like a 14-year-old or something? Or he was like dating a 14-year-old or something? Like, there's so many examples of it that everybody focused so hyper on Michael Jackson, and people are still paying to see Led Zeppelin tickets. I just didn't get it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like, I don't really care. I mean, like, as much as, like, you know, it is what it is. I think more what it is, you know, it's a rock star. Everybody's excited to meet a rock star. Everybody wants to hang out with a rock star. So I think that's sort of how it happens, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems a little strange that, like, we just sort of pick and choose our battles for that kind of stuff. My rationale for any of this kind of stuff is, like, I'm not the law, let the law figure it out. It's not my problem. I certainly have opinions on it, maybe, but it's my opinions. Who cares what I think, right? Like, I can barely take care of myself. I don't know. I don't need to share that shit on social media. I know Roman Polanski got in trouble for that, though. He had to flee the country for it. But I thought it was, like, well known that all these rockers did as well, but they're just hanging out. And Roman Polanski got booed at the Oscars for it. But again, Led Zeppelin celebrated, so I don't know. I thought I jumped. I dodged by accident. Jesus. Supposedly Stanley Kubrick, to be fair, Kubrick was a super conspiracy theorist, to my knowledge. But supposedly, when he made Eyes Wide Shut, people speculated that that was about, like, Hollywood. And the crazy parties that he's heard of or attended himself, and I don't know, I can't say for sure, but that's what people have said. Monk of Christ. You're not wrong, man, you're not wrong. Yeah, Hollywood's a weird place. There was that other dude, too. I never watched a documentary. The record label dude supposedly got in a lot of trouble. I think he's in prison now. It's just, I don't know. It's strange. It's like... you see this in a lot of movies. Not with, like, what I'm specifically talking about with, like, kids, but just when someone has so much power, when someone's, like, a multi-trillionaire, like, the next thing they're after is, like, well, can we summon demons? Can we live forever? Can we... They get into, like, occultism, because they're like, it's once you cap in one thing, you have to start looking for another thing to start capping in, because, like, once you fill out your stat points so much in, like, wealth, you gotta make life still interesting, so you start trying to cap out another stat, and that stat is like occultism, or like, can we hunt like gorillas? Can we find aliens? Can we go into the bottom depths of, like, James Cameron? James Cameron was so successful, he's like, well, let's start exploring the ocean. Because he did it all. What else is there for James Cameron, right? I dodged instead of jumping. I think it's just interesting. When you become so super successful, you like start changing your interests to, like, what else can we do that's dangerous? Tom Cruise, because he's doing his own stunts, right? Like, I guess he's always done it, but still. He's so hyper successful, Tom Cruise. He's so wealthy that it's almost like a new way to get an adrenaline rush. I think it's interesting. Alright. There, that time we got it. That's phase 1. But phase 1 isn't the issue, it's phase 2. Okay, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Still too close. Where's the edge? The edge. Yep, I had a feeling we're near the edge. We gotta get it far away. I saw a clip of James Cameron filming Terminator 2, and he said that there's a scene where the helicopter goes under a bridge, and he said he wanted to do that scene, and the whole safety department's like, we cannot do that, we cannot ensure that scene, find another way to do it. And the helicopter operator's like, I could do it, just you and I will film it, all the union guys can leave, everyone else can leave, and the people that didn't want to be a part of it left, so like, we're not being a part of this. And the helicopter dude did it, James Cameron, the camera, that's what it was, the camera crew's like, we're not filming this, we cannot film this, this is dangerous, we cannot do it. So James Cameron himself filmed it, while the helicopter guy did it, because the helicopter guy had enough confidence, I guess, in his ability to do it. So there's a scene when the helicopter goes under the underpass, and that's legit, that wasn't like special effects or anything. And James Cameron said it was him holding the camera because no one else would be willing to do it. But they said it wasn't safe. They're just, I feel like you can't get away with that anymore. I feel like such a product of like older Hollywood, where it's a little bit more of the Wild West still. And maybe when you're James Cameron, you can do a little bit more what you want because like you're James Cameron. But you know, him and Nolan, they're crazy directors. Like it's amazing some of the shots they get, and the things they're willing to do for the art. This is a pretty good phase 2. I feel like we're starting to get it. I got greedy. I gotta get out of there. I gotta get out of there. I Sekiro, but I jumped into him for some reason. That sucks. I got lucky there. That'd probably be phase 2 if I'm lucky. That's phase 2. Now we can practice phase 3. If we get this, if we get phase 3, it is very sloppy. I'll still just try the Gauntlet because, like, I don't know what else to do. How did I not get hit by that? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Really, dude? Oh, shit. Shit, that's GG, man. That's gotta be GG. Are you kidding? Jesus Christ, man. That's a jump. It's a jump in phase 3. Oh my god. Monk of Christ. A little late. Oh my god. Yikes! Lucky, boys. Lucky, lucky. That's not lucky. That's gonna kill us. Or no, we parried that. I didn't think you could. Oh, that was Sekiro. I thought that was a jump. I thought that was a lightning attack. Oh my god. Monk of Christ, I tried to heal. A little late. Oh, we got it though. That should be phase 3. Alright, we got it. Okay, we'll practice. We'll practice. We'll practice. We'll practice. We'll practice. Screw it. Let's practice. Alright. Fuck it. We got it at least. We got it once. Jesus. What happens if you don't attack him? Does he come back? I wonder.
Sekiro, farewell.
Alright, let's try it now. Yikes, at least we got the fight. I mean, I don't know, but we'll try. Alright, gotta quit battle. Whoops, quit battle, yep. I'll let you guys know about tomorrow in the Discord. We'll probably start early, like 2 o'clock, and we'll do some, we'll start with Batman. We'll do Batman. And that'll be what we're doing moving forward for the time being. Unfortunately, I won't know until tomorrow, depending on how the day goes. That's why I don't want to promise it, but if not tomorrow, then I'm hoping one of the other days, just to make up for Thursday. All right, let's try it. Here we go, boys. Out of the way. You know what? Let's use this in if we can. I'm gonna chase after us. Give me a second. There, let's just do that really quick. Hopeful. Here we attack him while he's doing this. Oh, jump. We jumped in his hand. That's a mistake we gotta stop making. We jumped in the wrong direction. That doesn't help. That's dead. We're resetting that. Oh, you sent me a DM about Discworld. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'll take a look. Yeah, I'd want to reset it. If it's that dirty that early on, just reset the damn thing. I should have jumped the other way, so. Have you watched Sandman, Torin, or do you care about it at all? Nope. That time we survived. Missed him, that's crazy, dude. I haven't hit him once, like, it's insane. This fight is so ridiculous. For such a cool model, it's such a silly fight. Phase 2 is way easier, I find. I jumped in his hand. Jesus, man. Come on. Amateur mistake. Half the time you even hit him. It's crazy, man. Let's heal up. Get away. Let's heal up again. Reset or stagger. It's a health fight, it's not a stagger fight. Should stagger soon, I think, right? Or not? Oh no. That's a problem. There, hit him. Stagger soon? There's the stagger. Hey, sweetie. Oh, cat aggro. Kitty aggro. Oh no! Damn, Boo Boo, did you just get me killed? Oh no! You got me killed! Oh no! Oh, don't, where are you going? You came just to get me killed, just to leave? Oh, are you working for the Guardian Ape? Are you working for him? Oh, and he threw me into the wall. That's a brutal way to go. That was close. The obnoxious boss again. Don't really plan to. What did I ask you now? I'm sorry. I got so distracted. I'm so sorry, Torrent. Oh, if you like Sandman. That's what it was. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, fair. That's not for everyone. Yeah, it's the obnoxious boss. But now we're doing the Gauntlet, so. Sweetie, about 30 minutes, it's dinner time. Alright, let's go again. That was only phase 1 anyway, so... I think she might be working for him. Maybe he paid her off. That's very sloppy. Shouldn't have to use 2 pots that early on, but we'll just do it. Did he get it, you know? Could stagger him soon, I would think. Get out of the part. Okay, get in there. Get away. No, man, he's what an obnoxious. You're not wrong, it's so obnoxious. Jump. God, what a sick model though, man. He is one of the coolest looking bosses in the game. He looks so cool. Jump. Oh, it's that one. Whew. Jump. Get away, 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 get away. Jump. Okay, phase 2. Phase 2 is a little bit easier, boys, I think. And we got full health. Full health. Real quick. Alright, gotta get my revenge while I can. Alright, here we go, boys. Now the moment of truth. Or not. Oh, run, 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 run. Yikes. I thought I jumped over that. That doesn't make sense. Take the res. Didn't work, huh? That's strange. Normally it does it right there. You scream? GG, go again. Ay, ay, ay. Gauntlet's tough. How are you? Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Get a shit on us? Yep, okay. He throws, but we're right by him now, so we can smack him a few times. Should stagger him soon. I think it's close to enough hits, at least 1 or 2 hits that maybe get staggered. There we go. We have to have the damage boost. That's more sugar. Want to grip onto him, but it is what it is. Wasting that now, wasting the sugar. Oh, jump. Get out of that. Much better round, that's for sure. Okay. Big stagger with the candy. Jump. Oh, he got us. Nice GG. It's a death. Is that death? No, it's not death. One more to be safe. Big stagger. Okay. Jump, jump, shit, 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 shit. Whew. Almost dead, almost phase 2. Jump. Oh, he did that twice, huh? He's jumping too. That's phase 2? It's phase 2. Nice. Okay, good job, boys. Let's try phase 2 now, boys. I don't even want to use the fear thing. I'd rather use it for the spear, because I don't seem to get it right every time, so... We'll use one more candy for the beginning of phase 2, just to push it as much as we can. We'll use it when he uses his fear. When he uses his fear, we'll use it the candy. That's it right there, I think? I thought that was the fear. Okay. That's the slam. That's the slam. That's where you hit him with the centipede. Yep, huge. Okay. That's the fear, I think. Right? No, am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. There's the fear. That's a slam. Jeez, I can't fucking tell with this idiot. That's the fear. That's when we use candy. Alright, let's get in there. Oh, jump. Get the centipede out. Heal up. Get out, 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 get out. Heal up. Get in there. Get in there, soldier. Oh, that was a jump. I thought that was a fear. That's probably a centipede. That should finish him off, I think. More or less. Centipede. Nice. That's the first one of the Gauntlet, boys. We got it. Guardian Ape. Not bad. Now it's Owl, I think. I think it's Owl. Okay, let's not forget to rest. Let's not forget to rest. Rest and relaxation. Rest. On to the next battle. Now we do Owl. Right, we rested. Everything's reset. Yes, it is. Excellent. Purchase Spirit Emblems. No, we don't need to do that. Battle an Extraordinary Foe. Let's really quickly, actually. Is there something I can use, like, I could use for Owl? It doesn't really matter. We can use, Ichimonji double for Owl to reset our stance, but as far as these go, I guess we could maintain, Spinning Shuriken. What's the difference? Multiple enemies, that doesn't really matter. Spring will cause the blade to rotate after landing, damaging the enemy multiple times on hit. That's, I guess, better than the other ones. They all use one, so I may as well just use this one. Same thing. As far as these go, it doesn't really matter. Nothing protects you from poison, really. So, So we can use Firecracker, I guess. Owl doesn't take poison damage, right? Resting is cheating. Bro, I'm grateful I can rest. That is insane. The fact that you can rest at all is absolutely insane. I couldn't do this without resting. That's crazy. So, Long Spark. This one's longer. I could have used that instead of the original one for him, but... Gunpowder can be prolonged for longer. Yeah, we'll try that, I guess. We have that. We can also technically cheat with this, I guess, too. Oh, I can use these, actually. These are even better, and they last forever. Forgot about that. I was gonna suggest this though. Where is it? Do I not have this stuff to throw in his eyes? What is it? What do you throw in his eyes? Like, did I pass it already twice now? Right there, Fistful of Ash. I mean, it's better than nothing. We'll see. Rest is cheat, bro. That is so. That's. I promise you, people think that they're like, if you rest between gauntlets, you're cheating. It's not fair. You got to do it with 10 potions. That's how it is. No parrying, just dodging like it's Elden Ring. I'm grateful to get through it all. Get out, get out, get out, get out. What a waste. Jesus. Yeah, it's just, that's punishing more than anything. Let's reset it. I had to get out for a second. GG, that was bad. Oh, that resets my health. I didn't realize it lowers your health so much. That sucks. Oh well. Well, that's it, boys. That's a reset of the gauntlet. Okay. Do you actually think using summons in Elden Ring is cheating? Shit. I use summons all the time. I like summons. Summons work pretty well. And there's like summon builds. Fair though. Okay. I'm sorry, today's stream was less than ideal. It wasn't a great stream. I was super late. It didn't feel good, but like, we'll make up for it, I promise. I'll let you guys know on the Discord if we can't go tomorrow. If we can't go tomorrow, I'm going to try to make it up either Wednesday or Friday, because we're not going to be here Thursday, unfortunately. Our normal stream schedule would be Thursday, but I'm away on Thursday, so I want to try to do one extra day instead of it. Summons definitely do make every fight easier, for sure, for sure. So I apologize. Like, today was like lower quality stream, but we'll get back to it by our next stream. I do promise, and I appreciate everybody hanging out still. It was sort of impromptu to do the gauntlet, but I thought it'd be fun to practice and stuff, and I feel like we made a little bit of progress, even though we didn't really, but... Is that true, that the summons aren't intended? I figured that it was just an option, like another way to... I feel like the Elden Ring has so many ways to skin a cat that I just figured it was however you get the job done, but... So I'll let you guys know about tomorrow, whether we can or can't, on the Discord. Otherwise, it might be Wednesday or Friday. With Batman Arkham Asylum, which I look very forward to. I mean, it was okay. I was originally planning to play Batman today. It was just, it was going to be shorter, so I'm like, I feel like you could barely cut your teeth, or barely sink your teeth into Batman, or a game, a story game, when you only have like 2-ish hours and some odd time, maybe 3 hours to play, which is sort of like what today was. I feel like 4 hours at least is good. But I appreciate it, Torin. You're very kind. Join the Discord if you want, and I will let you guys know when our next stream is. If our next scheduled stream is Sunday, which is insane, because that's a week today. Sorry, Tuesday. What am I saying? Tuesday. Our next scheduled stream is Tuesday. But we'll try to fit one more in there, because it would normally be Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. But we're missing Thursday, so we'll see what we can do this week. Otherwise, I'll see you guys Tuesday, and I'll see you guys Sunday for sure. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. I'm sorry it's a little bit shorter. Next stream, I promise, will be longer. And if you're there, typically incorrect, I'm going to figure out the channel point thing with the TTS by next stream, I promise. By Tuesday, guaranteed, I will have the TTS working. I do apologize for that, but I'm going to get it taken care of probably tonight. So I appreciate your patience with that. Have a wonderful night, guys. Thanks for the conversations. We'll see you guys soon. Yeah, take care, Vanilla. Look, I'm happy to keep this conversation going on Discord if you want. Like, it's an interesting conversation. I think it's fascinating. People's perspective on Elden Ring and stuff. It was my first Souls game, so I probably have different takes than a lot of people that are like veterans of the game. But have a wonderful night. We'll chat soon, boys.